The word randomly coming out of my mouth a lot. Hi guys, it's Kuri here. I'm playing Minecraft again, and I just found a couple cool things that I want to show you. At least stuff that I thought was cool. That's one of the buildings I built yesterday. We'll get to that later. Dang it, I wanted it to be dark. I guess it's almost dark. Well, yesterday I played for 6 hours, and it was the first time I actually played for a good while in several months. I think I played once after the last video I made. But yeah, that one was... It's fun to look at. It has some cool things in it, but after I built that, I came across the water and built this, and this cutout piece, I did not do that. I saw it, thought it was cool, made me think of at least one science fiction movie where aliens come and just take a chunk out of the earth and take it to space. So I decided to build this tiny little house here from scratch. I built the well from scratch. There's a little garden there, and there were some flowers spread around, but I added more after I finished everything. Oops. Nothing special about the inside of this house. It was more about just building it. And then there's stairs in there. Come to the roof, or a ladder. Blah, blah, blah. And then since I have a dock at that over there, I decided to build one over here. And as I was finishing up, or I assume it's finished right now, I think it's good enough, there were a whole bunch of squid out here, and so I decided to come see how many there were, because you can see into the water, and there was a lot. And I'd never seen so many at a time before in one spot under the water, so it was pretty cool. And then I looked over in this spot and saw light, and I was confused. I thought it was a glitch, so I decided to come investigate, and, well, that's a glitch. And then I came over, and I see lava down there. I was like, that still has to be a glitch, so I investigated. I come down, and oh, look. Nope. It's just a cool, a random little underwater cave, you might say. And, oh, there's a glitch. Yeah, it's just an ordinary underground cave. Nothing special about it. Till I came in here and I saw the wood, and I got excited because there's another little mining area. Nothing cool about this. I didn't come across any spawns or what's it called? Or chests or anything. But I still thought it was cool, especially because of how I found it, how I found this place. Okay, enough about the random underwater cave, and let's explore some houses. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep here. And I am in creative mode, so nothing's going to attack me. I'm just building things and now showing things. I'd always wanted to build a house in the middle of the water. I did once, but it was a tiny thing. And then this time I decided I was going to make a really huge tree and build a tree house of sorts. And this one's kind of boring, I think. It's just impressive the way it looks in general. I went to the bottom of the ocean, started building up, 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 up. And every time I come back to this house, I want to play, or I want to watch Parks and Rec, because that's what I was watching when I built it. Yeah, this is the house. Nothing really impressive. It's just really big, and I didn't want to leave it open, even though I could, but I would be able to see sunset and sunrise from the ends, maybe. It's not very awesome. And just like in the first house that I made yesterday, I wanted to have it utilize a water fountain, and so I just went as high as you can possibly go in the game. No, let's do it this way. And put some water there. Here, let me do this. Yeah, went as high as you can go, which I found out is 256 bricks, I think it said. And yeah. Then I made a waterfall coming all the way down, pouring into, I call it the kitchen area, and that cauldron is in there. It's supposed to be a sink or something. And then it pours down to here, which I'm just calling a hot tub or whatever. And then it drains into the ocean. So yeah, it was just fun to make. Again, nothing impressive except for just the general look of it. And I am still marking my houses with these so that I don't get lost again, because that was not a fun experience. And this, it was just a mountain, and I kind of built outward from it. It came out a lot farther than I had originally imagined. But it's cool. This isn't the front door. This is just the door to the porch. It goes here. And it goes around to back here. Yeah, and I haven't decorated this house either. It just took a long time to build, and it was fun. And I think there are only 3 stories in here. Maybe 4. And there's a door to a covered back porch, so that if it rains, we can come out and experience the rain. Or maybe it snows. I know the top of this hill has snow on it. Yeah, and then there's, like I said, nothing impressive about that house either. Now, I think this is where yes, I came from this direction to get to that hill where I built that house. If this is the one I'm thinking, the first one that I built yesterday, it's decorated, there's more detail in it. Ah, that's what else I'm thinking of. This isn't the male symbol. I had them, it's just a circle to indicate, oh hey, this is the cave where you went, and then an arrow to point toward the other arrow. They were connected, and I realized it looked like the male symbol, or Mercury, I think it is. And so I disconnected them. Yeah. And just came down to a cave here. Did a tiny bit of exploring, and then I put the arrow here to make sure that I know that this is the exit. Although another exit comes out the same way. Yeah, nothing impressive about this except the size. I just kept digging and digging until it couldn't be flat without being exposed to the outside anymore. Yeah. Oh. Just do that. And there's a back door that I believe just goes into the other side of the same cave. Not the same cave, but a similar cave. Same kind of cave. Yeah. Where it's a hole in the ground. And it's just right there. Okay. Lame, but you know, sometimes it's just fun to dig and basically be a kid again and just try to dig to China. What's that? Aha! Found it. Okay. Okay. I still have built more than I thought. Is that the front door? Yeah. It's the front door. Okay. I don't think there's a back door to this one. Yeah. This one is decorated, but this isn't the first one that I built yesterday. I'm kind of showing you them in reverse order. Kind of nothing. I am showing you them in reverse order. Not intentionally. I just really wanted to show you the underwater cave first. This is a banquet hall. I wish you could place more food than just melons and cake. I had thrown a bunch of random food on top of the table. And bottles up here as well. Because that's the drink side. Nothing special about the master bedroom. It's just a bed in there. That's all you need. And then this is thoroughly decorated. There's nothing in the chests. But some heads and... yeah. I wish you could put lava in a cauldron. It would just look so much better. And of course, a library at the top with a flower in the corner. Yeah. Someday I want a couch like this. I don't have any specific one in mind. I just, like the idea of that look. Okay, and that's the top level. All the way down. Okay, now let's find that first house that I built yesterday. Yeah. Follow that arrow. My tummy's growling. Aha. I found it. I didn't go as high as you can possibly go with this one, but I still wanted to go really high. Now, if you haven't done these before, really all you do is just build a tower all the way up, or as high as you want to go. I always go at least as high as the clouds. Not that I do these all the time, but you have to have something to which to attach the water, and that's why these are up there. I don't think I've tried removing them. Yes, I have, and then it just widens it, and it's a little troublesome. It's getting dark, so let's get to my house. Oh, it's over there. I just stuck that randomly. And also, randomly have a farm. The word randomly coming out of my mouth a lot. Alright. This house I built because I saw some lava flowing out of this little hill. And I decided that I wanted to have a house that depends on that. Kind of like in the Pompeii episode of Doctor Who, or everything they have in Pompeii is like they have heating in their houses because of the heat from Vesuvius and all that. Yeah, entryway, nothing special, just a couch, an ottoman, and some plants. And then here, utilizing the flowing lava for heat. I didn't actually make this flow from the flowing lava, I just put it down there to look like it, because I wasn't gonna get that intricate. This is the kitchen, could be the brewing area or whatever. This actually does come from over there. And then this is like the stove or whatever. And here I built that outside waterfall just for this. This is where we get the running water and yeah, sink and stuff. So it's for light and warmth. I don't think I have any pumpkin lanterns in here. I wanted to use only lava for light. Yeah. And over here is the master bedroom. It's not too special, but books. I always like to put bookshelves in bedrooms, reading nooks, or this is the hallway for lava maintenance. There wasn't a door before, but then I did that. And this actually flows into one of the bedrooms. And I didn't want to come up with any names, so I just went with the Berenstain Bears. So this is brother's room. There's his source of heat and light for his room. Oh, as well as one on the floor. And sister's bedroom. It was really dark in the hallway, so. And then her source of heat and light, one in the floor and then one flowing through her brother's room into this one. And then a little window seat with books. And this is the only actual window in the house that's not by the lava or the water. I went to put a window in brother's room and then remembered that there's a hallway on the other side of his. So, yeah. I really like this one. You know, thinking of using all this stuff. Yep. And I believe that's it. I don't think there's nothing on the outside of this house except the beacon and the waterfall, that, and then sister's bedroom window down here. I made that one too. I wanted to, there have been times where I wanted to create lava flowing through over a mountain or down a mountain, and I accidentally placed the lava first, and so then it goes like all down the side instead of just a stream. So, yeah. I'm not sure where that leads. That is the one. I followed that to come and start building there. This one was already here, and then I followed it to my first house. Yeah. So I'll never get lost, no matter what. I build arrows, and I put beacons on all my important houses. I see light. Render. Okay. Wait. Oh, no! I came from there. Yeah. This is a village I found yesterday, and I put the beacon there to be like, that's the house I chose to be mine. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, I spent a lot of time here yesterday. It was already existing, but I really hate this long grass stuff. And so I went and I basically mowed the whole village. And I know it grows back. That's how they made the well. Yeah. I was trying to build this from memory. Didn't work out so well. I built something completely different at that first house I showed you in this video. Yeah. Well, those are my houses. I'm not going to do a ton of exploring and building today to show you as I do it, because tomorrow's Halloween. I have a Halloween party tonight, one tomorrow night. And I finished my costume today. If you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you've seen it already. As I'm recording this, I don't even know when I'm going to post this video, so I mean, you're only going to see it on Twitter and Instagram anyway. Well, good night, everybody. I will see you later. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks that you want to let me know about Minecraft, you know, feel free to comment that, because I will definitely try it. Because as addicting as this game is, it can still get boring sometimes. Hence why I haven't played it in several months. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I haven't played it in several months. Like I haven't been here. I hate road trips so much. digress. See you guys later.